it's not even necessarily a hard concept to fathom, but like truly sit down and think about this, right? Now, side note, obviously it's okay to have a conversation and have a difference of opinions, right? But truly sit down and think about it. Like when somebody sees two people arguing, let's say one person's right, one person's wrong. Let's use as an example. When somebody from far away sees those two people arguing, one's crazy, one's not crazy. Do you think that they can tell who's crazy and who's not crazy? Do you think they can tell who's wrong and who's right? No, you just both look like crazy, deranged motherfuckers. Like, this is why I'll never argue. I never argue with people. It's just not gonna happen. And does that mean that I'm right all the time? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. But I'm not gonna sit there and fucking argue with somebody. Can we have a conversation? Of course. We can have a conversation and try to, feel each other out and see what the fuck what's gonna work. But I don't argue. And I can't speak for nobody else, but I know I'm not gonna fucking argue. It's just not happening. It's a fucking waste of time. It's a waste of time. Truly sit down and digest that. Like, let's say you see two people arguing. One person's wrong, the other one's right. One person's deranged and psycho, the other person is completely normal. If they're both fucking yapping and arguing with each other, can you tell the difference? No. So why argue? A lot of times it's our egos, and that's what people forget when we talk about ego. Ego actually stands for edging God out. That's what ego stands for. So, man, at the end of the day, when you're truly confident in yourself, you don't feel the need to argue with people. You don't feel the need to have a comeback. It's just like way back in the day. Like, the rich ain't arguing with the poor. Like, why the fuck am I arguing with that peasant? It's just the way they thought. Like, why the fuck would I argue with that peasant? Think about it. And I'm not saying, don't take it out of context, because I'm not saying that you should just think about everybody negatively or to take that in a negative context. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for your peace and a lot of times for our peace and our clarity, it's a lot easier to just be like, okay, and just move on. It's a lot harder to do, but at the same time, certain shit's just not worth it. I remember earlier today, we were having a discussion, and somebody was getting real out of line. They were getting real out of line, and I was just like, okay. And guess what? Later on, they apologized. So, but at the end of the day, that's a respect thing, and we can touch on that topic too, because they respect me. So it's a little bit different. If you're just a bitch, you probably won't get that outcome, or it's just probably not gonna happen. But by the same token, don't waste your precious life minutes, your precious life seconds arguing with ignorant motherfuckers. Don't do it. If you really are serious about your peace, don't waste it. Why are you wasting your fucking time arguing with ignorant people? Make that shit make sense to me. Make it make sense. It makes none. So do what the fuck you love. Stay on your mission and Get what it is that you can't, you go there to get. Whether that's education, whether that's money, whether that's experience, whatever it is, get what you want out of the situation. Point blank period, and wash your hands with it. Because guess what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. We all end up in the same motherfucking place. We all end up in the same spot. 6 feet the fuck under. Eventually. So why waste your time arguing with people who ain't even gonna remember you in a year, 5 years, 10 years? Why waste your time? Who gives a fuck? Or guess what? If they do see you again and they do remember you, oh damn bro, or damn sis, you came up. You this and that, and I see you've been working, and like yep. And they see you in a better place. Once you get past a certain point mentally and internally, and this is how it worked for me, like you just stop arguing with people. You just don't care enough to argue, because you'll realize that there's no true benefit in it. There's just no true benefit in arguing with somebody. Now, granted, uncomfortable conversations are needed. And I'm not saying that you should let people walk all over you. Of course not. But by the same token, you got to know what battles to fight and what battles not to fight. That's something I struggled with a lot when I was younger, because I was real fucking hot-headed and just ignorant. I love you guys. Stay on your mission. Stay focused. And the only thing we're finna take personal, fuck what people say. The only thing we take personal is the relationship we have of what we're trying to do with our life, our goals, our aspirations, and where we want to be. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's fucking win.